We're looking for friends.
We're looking for friends. We don't
At
have
least
any.
they come and give you a friend.
Good morning and welcome back to Coffee with the Callers. I'm Father Doug Jeffers and I'm here with,
Father Jesse Martinez.
and we're here this morning talking about the important topic of friendship in the Christian life. So as we start exploring this topic of friendship, Father Jesse, is it the case that all friendships are the same, or there's some important different types of friendship that are out there?
Well, I used to think so. Whenever I was young, I thought just being friends is something like you wanted to associate with someone else, and you just that just developed naturally. It wasn't probably until I was a freshman in college I read a book, Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics. It has a chapter in there that spoke specifically about friendship. Now, this was written a long time ago, and I'm
Sure.
reading this book for the first time, and it makes three distinctions of friendship: friendship of pleasure, friendship of utility, and friendship of excellence. And and it talks about how these things are very unique. So, for example, friendship of utility. I want to spend time with the person for the reason of what I can get out of that person. Or friendship of pleasure, how that makes me feel. I enjoy that person makes me feel good, and so I want to spend my time with that person. But Aristotle points out that the friendship of excellence is the highest form of friendship because it's founded in virtue, founded in pursuing the good. And it's that lasts forever, while the other two friendships kind of fade away. Friendship of pleasure and friendship of utility only lasts as far as a person is useful or the person makes me feel good. But the friendship of excellence is something which endures forever. And I think that that's an important message that integrates not only in philosophy, but in the Christian life.
Sure. Yeah, I think another way to put that is that every friendship is based on sharing something. And if what you share in the friendship of pleasure is just good times, and if what you share in the friendship of utility is just usefulness or a business project or whatever it is, those are kind of flimsier bases for the friendship. But if the friendship is based on something more serious, if it's based on sharing a pursuit of goodness, of virtue, then that's a firmer thing. And of course, the gospel opens up the possibility of a friendship founded on the very most precious thing, which is sharing the life of God, the grace of God, and the project of imitating Jesus Christ. And so that really opens up a lot of the possibilities. But I think that friendship can be a difficult thing, and a lot of people in our world feel themselves kind of in isolation. They want to reach out, but they don't know how to do it, and there's difficulties. And even though we're kind of connected in so many ways, we can be kind of isolated. So what are some practical things you think that we can do to try to cultivate friendship in our lives?
Yeah, that's kind of very important. It's something that many people face is the loneliness of not having friends, or loneliness of where to search for them. And I think first and foremost it is where you look. If you're finding people to associate with in places that will not excel in virtue, then ultimately those friendships won't last very long. But it's looking for them in the right places. And for example, we hope that the church becomes a place in which you encounter and make friends. Because you're there for a common purpose. You're there for the main purpose, which is to excel in virtue and to grow in holiness. And so that first and foremost is where you look for your friends is fundamental.
Yeah, I think another thing is that friendship is kind of an achievement, and it takes a lot of effort, and it grows over time, and there's sacrifices that are involved in that. So, maybe your family has been at Mass, and you've started getting to know another family, but you see each other now and then, and maybe a friendship is beginning, but it takes commitment to say, we're going to invite that family over for dinner, and then we're going to have to spend time on that time that we're not going to be able to spend on other things, and that has to build over a long time before friendships get really kind of strong and connected. So it's always a sacrifice, but ultimately it's a sacrifice worth making, because a real authentic friendship is one of the very most valuable things that we could have in this world.
Absolutely. And I think that this is, we hope that St. Louis Catholic Church is a place where you can encounter people that are pursuing the same goal that you are pursuing the goal of holiness and of virtue. And so to reach out and to say hello to that person that maybe you haven't spoken to, so that a friendship may blossom and grow, and all of us can work together to build up the kingdom here at St. Louis. And so on that note, we hope to see you this coming weekend, and have a good day.